All right, here back here with another bop and super bop bop. Now we in my territory. Like I said, bro, we in the 762 category. Yes, sir. You see the Yugo. That Yugo wood. You little shit. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that up there. We gonna talk about this traditional. Yeah, this is my Yugo import. AT put it together. And, you know, again, got the grenade launcher. We're not here for that. We're not here for that. We're not here for that. Again, a California law, we got to have this dumb fin on. It's stupid, but, I mean, if you going to get the gun with the fin, make sure you at least have the regular pistol grip on there. So just when you move states, you can just slip that off. You ain't got to buy a whole new pistol grip. So, you know, so look out for that. So when you buy rifles in California, look out for this. If you see the traditional pistol grip underneath that, and this is either glued on or in this case, a screwdriver on, look for that. That's what you want to get. That's the type of fins you want to get, not the one that's integrated into a pistol. So just keep that on the lookout. This is on different AK grainage and types of ammo to stock on. Now there's different 7.62x39 manufacturers, but for the cost and good quality, why don't you just go with the Red Army, the Wolf, or the Tula? Now there's a trick to it. Red Army, Wolf, and Tula, they're all the same for the most part, but we're going to get into the details of what makes them different. But for the most part, they're all the same. So for sake of argument, say if you go to a gun store, you see $20 around a Tula. For sake of argument, we're going to say $8. But then you go to another gun store and you see you see a Wolf for $10. Go with the one for $8 because, like I said, they're all the same. They all say the same stuff. Like I said, you see the 122 grain, right? 122 grain. If you look at the back, hopefully I can really get this on camera. It looks like, yeah, I can't get that on camera. But if you look at the back of it, all of them will say Tula gun factory on it, or just Tula ammunition. So like I said, all the same. But what makes them different is just because they're all the same, sometimes you'll see one box for 10 or $8 or whatever, and you might see another box, again, a Red Armor box for 14 or 16. So you're probably wondering, oh, that's a ripoff, why they pay so much? But sometimes, in some cases, again, you have to look at the read the box. Every time you buy Wolf ammo or Red Army ammo, you gotta read the box because the box is gonna tell you everything. Now you're probably look at the red box, so that's just regular Red Army. No, if you look at it, you see 7.62x39, 124 grain, hollow point ball tip versus just a regular 122 grain FMJ. So you always gotta be on the lookout when you buy that. And at the time, in my first stages, when I was buying a lot of 7.62 ammo, I really wasn't paying attention to the grainage. I was just like, okay, one is one, you know what I'm saying? But then pop the box open, and then I started seeing, you know, hollow points on the bullets, on the rounds, sorry. Even with this 122 grain hollow point steel casing. Now, granted, just because hollow point, I probably wouldn't use this for home defense because, again, there's other technology that makes 223 or 9mm or 45 or 40 good ammo home defense. So I wouldn't use a 7.62 39 for home defense. But if you do, more power to you. But again, I just wouldn't recommend it. But for all your other outside activities, 7.62 is the way to go. In my, so again, this is my room, this is my category. So this is the round that you want to stock up on. So let's just go down the line again. We talked about this earlier, but this is my Red Army. I love this stuff. Once I started really peeping game on the hollow points, I started being on the lookout for this, and you really don't see the 124 Red Army hollow point projectiles or ballpoint tips. You really won't see that. Another good round that you want to look out for in stockpile is this one. Now, this is going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. So again, you see how now we see like the primer, or not the primer, but you see how the seal right there, this also has the same thing. So basically with this one, this is more of a military 7.62 round. So again, this is more on par with the green tips for the 5.56. So this one you could kind of store it anywhere. I'm not storing anywhere, but it's more lenient to where you store it just because of that protective coating on that one. And so personally, if you got a little extra money and you could stock up on it, I'd say this is really the way to go. The Wolf Military Classic, that's a really good one. So again, 124, that's military grade. You got a little bit more, and if you can find it, buy it. Recommend it. Shoots better. a little bit more accurate. You know how you get these things. Oh, AK is not that accurate. Again, it comes down to the shooter. These platforms are pretty accurate if you know what you're doing. You have to get in tune with the rifle. So again, if you got a little extra money to spend, definitely get the military classic. Moving on down the line. Again, this is with hollow ballpoint. Again, one thing about AK ammo is this is pretty much, it's a little bit pricey now, but for the most part, it's all inexpensive for the most part. So again, if you can buy the hollow point, stock up on it, why not just stock up on it? Why not? You know what I'm saying? So again, you got to read the boxes though. So just because it says wolf doesn't mean it's a regular FMJ wolf. You know, all of it comes in different categories. So again, these is 2 cool ammos, 3 top ones to stockpile. That's kind of the good stuff of the 7.62. If you can stockpile it, get it. Again, Tula, I don't even think they really make boxes like this anymore. I bought this before COVID, but again, another good ammo to stockpile on if you have it, you know. And again, there's other good ammo companies out there that make a little bit more match grade ammo. And of course, if you got really money like that to spend, go get it. But again, it's not about buying the most expensive round and get the most accurate, you know, depiction. It's about getting a lot of rounds and getting practice in with the rifle, because yeah, and it comes down to how you hold the weapon when you use it, or how you shoot the weapon when you use it. So again, if you're a good shot, that ammo really won't matter that much. So don't let that, oh, that's not accurate, don't let that scare you. It comes down to how much practice you can get in. So if you can get in, so if you can buy good stuff, which again, Tula is really good stuff. It shoots clean. Like all Red Army, Tula, Wolf, again, they're all the same for the most part, but they all shoot clean. So you're not getting dirty ammo, and it's coming from Russia. So stockpile on this. Like I said, not too much to be said. Again, we talked about this earlier. The Wolf FMJ, another one good one to stockpile. And then of course, Red Army, another good one to stockpile. For the most part, all these rounds are pretty accurate. Like I don't have no problems with them. And no, not in my opinion. I don't have any problems with them. When I aim this bad boy at it, the bullet goes where I want it to go almost every time, dang near. So again, it just comes down to how much you practice, because you can still have match grade ammo and still have a terrible grouping. You see what I mean? So it's just stockpile. And again, this is about stockpile, so it's about the quantity of it. All these rounds are pretty cheap. You know what I'm saying? You can get this, depending on the store, for like $8. You know, but if you go to a gun store and you see a box for like $14 or $16, you might want to read the box and see what it is. You know, but for the most part, this is just what I stockpile on. So you always want to stockpile on the Wolf, stockpile on the Tula. You know, there's also Bernal ammo that's pretty good. I think Hornady makes some 7.62 by 39, if I'm not mistaken. If not, let me know in the comments below. But even they make 7.62 by 39, and even for the 7.62 by 39, hold this real quick. Side note, I even got hunting ammo for 7.62 by 39. So again, I love this cartridge. I love the way how the Russians developed this cartridge. It's a really, really great cartridge. It does what it's supposed to do. So like I said, definitely try it out. So again, if you want to step into this AK world, and we're gonna do some videos on these, if you guys want to see these sexies later. But like I said, if you want to step into the AK world, this is what you could. You can stockpile AK ammo. It's still fairly cheap. I remember before COVID, I was able to get a box, a red box, for $4. And again, you just can't beat that. You really can't beat 20 rounds for $4 a box. That's a lot of practicing. So, like I said, you want to stockpile AK ammo. There's really no excuse. Again, buy a box every time you get paid. And just trust me, you'll thank me later. Like I said in the AR video, this is the calm before the storm. So if you don't get nothing out of this video, at least listen to me when I say buy ammo while you can, especially when it comes to the 7.62, because we don't know really what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but you just never know. So you kind of want to get it while the getting is good. So again, like, comment, subscribe. And if you got an AK style rifle, or if you got an AK platform, or you got anything that shoots this caliber, let me know in the comment below, because I'll want to hear it. And also, this video was helpful. And again, buy some ammo. If you don't listen to nothing else, buy some ammo and just get in there, you know? Buy some ammo.